CEO and co-founder of PluralSight. PluralSight's an online education company targeted at software developers and IT professionals. So a little bit different than a lot of the other sessions we've been listening to this hour. We focus on the professional training market, continual education, skills enablement on really high-tech topics. I'm getting all this free time. I haven't even started clicking yet. This is great. So while we're waiting, oh, there we are. Okay, oh, now it's going. Better go. So online developer training, what's this all about? Let me tell you a little bit about PluralSight, where we came from, a bit about our history and what we're doing, and hopefully what the future years look like for us as a company. Is this working? So we started back in 2004, and we built a team of what we believe were the world's most renowned experts in software technology. We deployed them around the world using the traditional training model of one-week seminars, one-week workshops on site or in hotels around the world, and built a pretty successful business. And then about 3 or 4 years later, we had the online epiphany, realized that technology was really the path to reducing costs and to really making that kind of professional training available at worldwide scale. So we went to pivot the business and did so over the next couple of years, and then never looked back. And since then, we have stopped our in-person classroom offline training business and only do online. But we still have the same staff, the same people. We brought them with us, and since then we've gone out and we scour the industry looking for the software experts all over the world to plug into this model that we've built. Since then, things have been going really fast. In December, we did a Series A with Insight Venture Partners out of New York, $27.5 million. We've been profitable since day one and have 250,000 users on our system that are happy, engaged, and renewing with us every month. So the core of our business model is the content. It's the quality of the content that sells the product. We have done almost no paid marketing as a company to date. So the way we sell our content is we go to shows like this, we go to all the developer conferences around the world, and we give out plastic cards to people all day long. And when they come in, and the first hit's always free, right? They come in, they watch a course on jQuery, on Node.js, on whatever the latest and greatest JavaScript framework is they need to learn, and then they subscribe, and they become part of our family at PluralSight. So that's essentially the crux of our business. We're in content curation. We find people that have something to share with the world, and we plug them into our system. And they're able to monetize on it, and that's the thing that's interesting and what makes the model work long term. We have dozens and dozens of people, authors, instructors, whatever you want to call them in this new model, making 6 figures with us every year from our royalty stream. This year we'll probably have our first author that makes over $1 million a year in royalties. So it is a viable way for experts in the software business, the IT business, to monetize on their expertise. And for customers, it's really the value. We have people, we used to sell our professional classroom training events for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a week. Now they can sign on to our system and get access to an entire library of 450 plus courses today for as little as $29 a month. Companies can sign up and get people on. They, with a few $1,000s, get a whole team of 20 developers onto our system with access to all the software technologies that they need to be ramped up on a continual basis. So that's the value proposition. It's very clear. It sells itself. And the technology and the solution we use is really what's made this possible. So the fonts didn't come in here very well, it looks like, but you can kind of see, looking up here, all the sexy topics that we teach. If you're a software developer, you'd be salivating at this slide. There's lots of great stuff in here, but the really cool thing is how much new content we're putting into the system every month. We release today about 30 new courses every month. We're ramping up, thanks to our investment from Insight, to get to the 50 to 60 courses a month level. Where if you're a software developer, you're looking to learn something important in the technology world that's just recently come out, you're going to find it on PluralSight.com. Now, in terms of the way our website works, it's pretty simple. Browse out to PluralSight.com. You can jump on and see the list of courses. You can navigate by category. You can also navigate by author. And again, if you're a software developer and you travel the world and look at different shows and look at books that are on the shelves, these are the kind of people you're going to find on our website. We constantly are releasing popular new topics. We have a leaderboard on our website. We have kind of a competition system amongst our authors, which keeps them engaged and keeps them focused on building high-quality content for our system. And again, we're actively releasing new courses every single month. When you search on our website, you can also find very specific answers to your questions. So you can watch a course from start to finish to ramp up on something new, but you can also search and identify the 1, 2, 3, 5-minute video that you need right when you're working on the project. And that's something that's really powerful, that makes it viable as a reference library and not just a first-class, educational resource. When you go into a course, the course experience is pretty straightforward. We break the course down into modules. Each module consists of clips of videos, again, that are searchable. As you start watching them, we keep track of your progress. You can also go into our course player, which is an HTML5 player, which is very sophisticated. It runs on any platform, runs on tablets, phones. It also runs on things like Google TV and Xbox devices that we never expected it would actually run on, but luckily it does. We're constantly making improvements to this. We also make it possible for people in other countries, and by the way, we actually sell into over 100 different countries every month today. We have closed captions across our course library. And the beauty is you can actually go and select one of 50+ different languages that you want to see the captions in. Most software developers don't need that. They speak English typically, but this is a huge help to them to help push them through. We keep track of progress, so you know exactly what you've watched, what you haven't watched. If you go to your mobile app on Android, iOS, or Windows Phone, watch things there and switch back and forth between our site. We keep all that stuff synchronized so we know exactly what you've done. We also provide a lot of helpful resources with the course, like exercise files you can download, assessments, both pre- and post-course assessments that really make it possible for us to measure growth and ROI across that experience. We sell to individuals as well as to businesses, and our revenue is almost divided right down the middle. Businesses love things like assessments. They love things like reporting and tracking. They want to have measurable ROI. So when they're spending money on PluralSight instead of a traditional classroom training event, which they actually never measured ROI on before anyway, we can actually show them how to measure that ROI. We can give them exactly what they want to see. So this is what our assessment experience looks like. They're timed. We don't give them enough time to go out to Google to find the answer. We let them provide feedback, so our assessment content is constantly improving, and they can actually have course certificates and achievements that show what they've done and what they've accomplished on our system. Again, we do have mobile apps, native mobile apps on the 3 major platforms, iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. You'll find them in the app stores. We also have our HTML5 player, which runs anywhere. So if it doesn't work somewhere, you can always use that. And on the corporate side, we also provide a corporate management portal. A small business can walk up to our website, buy a small business plan without talking to a human being. We provision this administration portal in which they can then start assigning licenses and deploying the training in their organization, and then they can start seeing the tracking and the reports and the activity that we provide within our reporting system. So all that is very straightforward for our corporate business users. In the end, we believe that as a company, we sit at the crossroads of 2 really interesting trends. The trend of the rise of online education, which I think everyone here is very familiar with, and also the trend of the rise of the software developer. There's a talent crunch around software developers today, and it's becoming more and more difficult to find them. So we're trying to help solve that problem. Thank you.